So let's flash back to the past real quick. Would you believe me if I told you these college students didn't have to worry about paying for books and supplies, transportation, and they didn't have to spend thousands of dollars on college tuition every year? I know it's hard to believe, but it's true, and unfortunately, it's very unlikely that we are going to have free college tuition in the future. But many students have found other ways to make it more affordable and to save up money while they're focusing on school and their education. But before getting into that, let's get some background.
We wanted to do a broad look at college affordability, right? And one of the most pivotal issues or contentious issues in the 2016 election was this sort of question of free college or affordable college. And as this college affordability crisis kind of reaches a fever pitch, we wanted to kind of take a step back and look at what happened to the free college movement.
So let's begin with college tuition. In 1796, Thomas Jefferson proposed an education system supported through taxes. Then in the early 1800s, many colleges did not charge tuition and had very low rates. In 1870, tuition at Harvard was around $150 per year. Then in 1920, college admissions doubled between 1920 and 1930, and 20% of college-age Americans were enrolled. In 2011 and 2012, the average cost of higher education for students enrolling the year for private colleges, students could expect to pay $120,000 and public school costs around $33,000. If rates keep increasing over the next 18 years, students in 2028 could expect these prices to double.
Going to college has always been a big dream of mine, but lately that's been a difficult path for me because the increase of tuition has caused me to be a part-time student instead of a full-time student, which means that I can only take 3 classes instead of a full-time 4 or more classes.
College classes for me to get ahead without breaking my pockets, and also it saved me some money for the next 2 years that I've been here. It saved me money on spending on classes that all college students basically have to take.
So here are some ways students can budget their school tuition costs. Many choose to go to community college first so that it's more affordable and they can complete their general ed and then transfer to a 4-year university. Some also choose to join programs such as middle college so that they can take college classes while in high school, also known as double dipping.
You're going to take a group of classes together that for the first year is tuition free. And so anyone coming in that is a resident of California that lives in the area that wants to come to Skyline and just graduated from high school, they could go into the Skyline Promise and receive those benefits. And so it's to guarantee basically the students transfer. We want our students to transfer from Skyline within 2 years, so 2 to 3 years. Right now, it's a lot longer across the state as far as students transferring. And so that's the whole purpose behind the Skyline Promise. And we just received $1 million. The district received $1 million to implement the Skyline Promise at Kenyatta. To implement the promise at Kenyatta and CSM also. And in middle college, you don't pay any tuition up. Anything up to 11 units is tuition free. And so theoretically, you could get anywhere from 30 to 40 units of free tuition and be graduated from high school at the same time and have your 30 units that you've not paid anything for and be a college sophomore, considered a college sophomore. And then, like I said, it is a financial, beyond that, it costs about a little over $25,000 a year to go to, including room and board, to go to a CSU, California State University, but it also costs about $35,000 to go to University of California campus. So if you're staying here and you're getting 60 units before you transfer, you've already saved somewhere between $50,000 to $70,000. And for families nowadays, that's a big savings. And so the students are saving the money. They got a guaranteed transfer. So those are the major benefits, I think, from being in the middle college.
As Americans, we need to recognize our future will not be easy, but success will shine through hard work and dedication. Let's not let money get in the way of our education, and let's make it our duty to provide for or guide others to reach out for help when money becomes an issue. Let's have our voices be heard and not give up on our path in education. We all deserve to create our own futures and to have the tools to do so. The student dream is ours.